Everyone says you can build a $10,000 website with AI, but no one shows a real client who actually paid. And that, right there, is the whole problem. Most people using Claude and AI tools right now are using them completely the wrong way. They are generating content nobody reads, building projects nobody pays for, and wondering why their skills are not turning into money. Today, I'm going to show you the exact shift that changes everything. A real website built from scratch, the actual outreach messages that get clients to say yes, and a clear path to landing your first $10,000 project. This is not a theory. This is the specific way to use Claude that actually makes money. Before we talk about the right way, let us be honest about the wrong way, because most people are doing it, and it is costing them real income every single month. The wrong way is using Claude to generate generic content, answer random questions, and produce things that sit in a folder on your computer that nobody ever sees. People spend hours building impressive-looking things, post them on social media, get a few likes, and then nothing. No clients, no revenue, just another project in a portfolio that does not pay the bills. The problem is not the tool. Claude is genuinely one of the most powerful things available to anyone building a business right now. The problem is the approach. Most people treat Claude like a toy instead of treating it like the most capable business partner they have ever had. And the difference between those two approaches is the difference between earning nothing and earning $10,000 a month. The right way to use Claude is to build something specific for someone specific that solves a real problem they already know they have and are already willing to pay to fix. Here is what most people do not realize. Right now, 1 in 4 local businesses has no website at all. Of the ones that do have a website, nearly half of them load so slowly on mobile phones that they are losing almost half their potential customers before anyone even reads a single word. These business owners know their website is a problem. They just do not know how to fix it, or cannot afford the agencies that charge thousands for something that takes weeks to deliver. That is exactly where you come in. A premium website with modern animations, clean design, and fast mobile performance used to require a specialist developer, charging anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000. It used to take weeks of back and forth, revisions, meetings, and waiting. Most local businesses simply could not afford it and accepted having a weak online presence as the cost of doing business. But with the right Claude setup, you can build that same quality website in under 30 minutes for $40 a month in total tool costs and deliver it to a client in days instead of weeks. The value you bring to the table is real. The gap between what you can now produce and what small businesses can otherwise access is enormous. That gap is your business. You only need 2 tools to make this work, and the total monthly cost will surprise you. The first is Claude Code. This is the version of Claude built specifically for coding and building. With a Claude Pro subscription, you get access to Claude Code directly inside your coding environment. The setup takes minutes, and once it is running, you have an AI that can write, build, fix, and improve entire websites through simple plain language instructions. The second tool is an AI image generation model for creating the visual assets that make your website stand out. With the free tier of tools available today, you can generate hundreds of high-quality product images every single month at zero additional cost. That is it. 2 tools, roughly $40 a month total. Everything else you need is free. Write that number down because it becomes very important when you start thinking about what you charge clients. The websites that command premium prices are not just functional. They are visually impressive in a way that makes a business owner feel proud to share them. The specific approach that works best right now involves building scroll-driven animations, the kind where a product or visual element transforms as the visitor scrolls down the page. It looks like something an expensive agency spent weeks building. You can build it in under 30 minutes. The process has 3 stages. The first stage is creating 2 key images, one showing the product or service in a clean, polished way, and a second showing the same thing in a dramatic, exploded, or deconstructed view. These 2 images become the foundation of the animation. Always specify high resolution when generating your images. The difference in quality between default settings and 2000 pixel resolution is significant, and clients will notice. The second stage is creating a short transition video from those 2 images. You use an AI video tool to set the first image as the starting point, and the second as the ending point. The AI generates a smooth transition between them, with a few seconds of video showing the product moving from one state to the other. This video is what powers the scroll animation on the website. The third stage is dropping that video into Claude Code and giving it clear instructions. Tell it what you want. A scroll-driven animation where the video plays forward as the user scrolls down and reverses when they scroll back up. Add a headline, a background, and any other elements the client needs. Claude Code writes all the code, and you watch it come together in real time. The first version will not be perfect. That is completely normal. A few follow-up instructions to adjust the speed, reposition elements, and refine the details, and within 3 or 4 prompts, you have a finished product that looks extraordinary. 30 minutes total from blank page to live website. Building the website is the straightforward part. Getting someone to pay you for it is where most people get stuck. Here is the exact approach that works. Start with warm outreach through Instagram. Search for local businesses in your area: restaurants, fitness studios, dental offices, real estate agents, barber shops. Look for accounts with a few hundred to a few thousand followers that have a website link in their profile. Click that link. If the website looks like it was built years ago and has not been touched since, that business is your prospect. Here is the key insight that most people completely miss. Do not send them a message saying you can build them a website. Nobody wants to hear that. They do not know you, they did not ask, and that message gets ignored almost every time. Instead, do the work first. Take 30 minutes and actually build a version of their homepage, using their logo, their colors, and their photos. Record a short video showing their current website next to your new version side by side. Then send them a message. Tell them you saw their website, built them a new version with a modern animation, and here's a link to see it. Tell them if they want it, it is theirs. No charge for the homepage. All you want in return is a testimonial. That approach works because you are not asking for anything. You are giving something. You have already done the work. You have already shown what is possible. The business owner is not imagining what a better website might look like. They are looking at it right now. That changes the entire conversation. Once they see it, they want the full site. Additional pages, custom animations, ongoing updates. That is where you charge. And because you have already demonstrated your quality with no risk to them, the conversation about price is much easier. Let us be clear about what this actually looks like financially. Your monthly costs are $40. One client paying $3,000 gives you a monthly profit of $2,960 from a single project that took you 30 minutes to build. 3 clients a month at $5,000 each puts you comfortably above what most entry-level professional salaries pay. 5 clients a month, and you are looking at numbers that most people spend years working toward. None of those projects take more than 30 minutes to build. The rest of your time goes into outreach and 1 short client call per project. This is not complicated, and it is not a scheme. It is a skill that takes less than a day to learn and a handful of outreach messages to validate. The only honest limitation worth knowing up front is that these are static websites. They are not e-commerce stores. They do not have membership logins or blog systems. They are beautiful, fast, premium landing pages for service businesses that want to look like they invested in their brand. That is the exact type of client you target, and that is the exact type of result they are paying for. The question is never whether you can build this. You have just seen exactly how it is done. The question is whether you will send the first 20 outreach messages. That is the only thing standing between where you are now and your first paying client. Start this week. Pick one local business with an outdated website. Build their homepage. Record a 30-second video. Send the message. 1 yes from 20 messages is all it takes to start, and the skill you build from that first client makes everyone after it easier. And once you have the income flowing, the next level is building a personal brand around your AI skills that generates leads, sponsorships, and passive income on top of your client work. In the next video, I'm going to show you a complete AI influencer strategy built specifically around monetization, not just followers, but real revenue from day one. That is the video you do not want to miss. Click it now, and I will see you there. If this gave you something valuable, leave a comment telling me the one thing you're committing to change about how you use AI. I want to hear it. And if you want to go even deeper, stick around. There's more where this came from.